late than never, right? Late start today. Okay, take a sip. Check out that coffee mug right there. All right, let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today's my top 10 picks for new comics coming out May 26th, 2021. This is where I show you some great covers, some great stories, and some spec books you might want to be on the lookout for. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, subscribe right now. It does help us out quite a bit. And also turn on that notification button because you don't want to miss the next video. As you guys can tell, and you can just say it with me, I'm all jacked up on coffee, yet again, courtesy of comicsoncoffee.com. Go buy yourself some coffee from them. And then the code Bueller at checkout, and you save like 15%, and you can get a really cool mug as well. Look at that. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and take a look at my top 10 picks for new comics coming out May 26, 2021. Very first book up on the list is The Marvels #2, brought to you by, well, Marvel Comics. And I gotta tell you, I read the first issue, I really enjoyed it, and I've read this second issue as well. It introduces some brand new characters and a little more in depth with these new characters that they've introduced, so I can appreciate that. But as you can see on the cover, it does feature the Punisher, and then if you go to the B cover, Punisher is very favored, and I think this is an incentive cover. That being said, the Punisher is barely in this book, like 2 pages at the most, but you know what, it's something, and I'll take anything I can get when it has the Punisher involved. He does his killing like he's supposed to do, but really it's like 2 pages and that's it, and it goes on to the other characters. Hopefully in the next issue we get even more of the Punisher and more and more and more. Anyway, like I said, there's 2 covers for this. The B cover is the one I like, but it is the incentive, and this has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next up on our list is Harley Quinn #3, and I gotta be totally honest, this is a cover by, you know what, it looks pretty cool, I'll tell you about it here in a minute, but this is basically a Harley Quinn versus Hugo Strange, so if you like that combination of hero-villain or villain-villain, depending on what you consider Harley Quinn right now, that's what you're going to get in this book. But like I said, this is more of a cover by, and let me take a look. It's not the regular cover what we're looking at, it's the Greg Horn exclusive variants that are available at Bird City Comics, featuring the Harley Quinn, like the lady actress or whatnot. I can't remember. I always forget her name, and trust me, I should, because you know what? She holds a special place in my heart. Anyway, there you go. Look how cool that cover is. There's 2 different versions, and I think we're showing them both, and that looks awesome. But this one does have a regular cover price of $3.99. Next one up is Mr. Miracle and the Source of Freedom #1. Apparently this is a spin-off from something from the Future State books, but there is a new character that's trying to take the place of Mr. Miracle, and he wants to take over his act and all this stuff, but the regular Mr. Miracle doesn't want to have anything to do with it. So he's fighting back. He doesn't want to give up the spot. That's pretty much what we get in this series. I haven't read it yet, so I'm really looking forward to checking it out, and I'm a Mr. Miracle fan. We got a couple covers for this. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have the regular cover, which is pretty good, and then we have the B cover as well. I like that one as well, but that one might be a cardstock, so it's probably $1 more. But this one does have a regular cover price of $3.99. That's it for the big 2, so we're moving on to Image. We have Haha #5, brought to you by W. Maxwell Prints. Like I've said before, this book is all individual issues to where they have different stories. This one is about an old lady clown, and she used to be a clown like in the circus back in the day, and now she's like really old, but for some reason, she still wears her clown makeup, and the people in the town like, man, this old lady's kind of crazy and stuff. And then there's this group of kids that do like bets to go and do something stupid or whatnot, and one kid draws a short end of the stick, and he has to go like steal something from her house, and he goes over to her house, and he finds out that there's more to this lady than just being all creepy and still wearing makeup when she's in her 90s. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It's actually one of my favorite Haha books so far, so I was very surprised. We got a couple different covers. Let's take a look. We got the regular cover, which is fine, and that's the one I'm going to get, but there is an exclusive one from Comics Elite. If you're looking for that one, that's where you're going to get it. It looks awesome, but obviously it's going to be more than cover price. This one does have a regular cover price, though, of $3.99. Moving on up, we have Spawn #318. You guys know this is always on my list. This is brought to you by none other than Todd McFarlane himself. In this one, you have Spawn going back to his headquarters after he's been battling many different Spawns over on that island. Now he's back at the headquarters with Medieval Spawn and a couple of the regular people that are hanging out at the headquarters, but apparently there's been some mischief going on since he's been gone, and now he's back there trying to figure out exactly where everyone is, why the ape guy is all tangled up and like being tortured or whatnot. It's really good issue. It was a long issue and a lot of story being brought to the table because they're getting ready to launch the Spawn universe. and I think this pretty much sets that up. But I really enjoyed it, so definitely check it out. Let's take a look at the covers. We got the regular cover, which is great, and then we have the B cover, which is by McFarlane himself, and then we have the C cover, which is kind of like that clay thing that they mold, and then they do the picture, which is awesome, and then you have the D cover, which is the black and white version of the McFarlane cover, so it's not too bad. But the best thing, and say it with me, this has a cover price of only $2.99. Next one up on our list is The Last Ronin #3, brought to you by IDW. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. In this one, you have the Foot Clan showing up. They're hunting down the last Ronin, or the last turtle, and you know what? He's going to need some help. So his friends show up. They kind of give him some support. This issue is really setting up for the final issue, #4, for the big battle that will take place. So this is a lot of setup issue, but it's going to be worth it. The artwork in this is awesome, and the story has been great so far. And honestly, there's a lot of time in between issues, so a lot of people are waiting for this one. I'm just sticking with the regular cover on this because there's so many different variants. But the regular cover price, it's $8.99. Next one up, and you know what? It's been a while, but here we go, because Something is Killing the Children, #16, brought to you by James Tinian, Tiny Onion, whatever, the 4th. You know what? We all been waiting for this for like 3 or 4 months. I've already had a chance to read this one. This is Erica Slaughter's origin story, how she became part of the House of Slaughter, what happened to her parents, all that stuff. This is where we're jumping on in this book. And you know what? It delivered. It was pretty good. It left me wanting more, but it was a good start to this new story arc. I'm looking forward to more. Anyway, this book looks awesome. Let's take a look at some covers. We got the regular cover, which is fine. It's not that great, to be totally honest, but there are some exclusives out there, and let's talk about those really quick. There's the Comic Tom 101 mystery mail call, and honestly, out of all the ones I've seen, there's a lot of good ones, don't get me wrong, but Tom's looks really good, but you can only get it in the mail call, so if you're not signed up yet, you can do that right now, and you'll end up getting this issue. It's either the trade dress or the version, I don't know for sure, but you'll definitely get one of those. Also, the one that I like is the one from Things from Another World. That's their exclusive. They might already be sold out. I was looking on their website, I couldn't find any, but I thought they were supposed to have some, but it looks pretty awesome, and I've already bought some of theirs in the past. For their Something is Killing the Children exclusive. This one, it kind of ties in to the last one. There's also a ton of other covers out there. Just take a look, you'll find out. I mean, there's like 100 different variants for this book. Many stuff to choose from. But anyway, this has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next one up on our list is the Blue Flame #1 by Vault Comics. This is about a new superhero or cosmic superhero that's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who is just a regular everyday repairman who has like cosmic superpowers, and it's up to him to decide the fate of humanity. So you know what, no big task. I'm sure he'll take care of it right after he gets done fixing your sink. Anyway, this book looks pretty good, so I'm going to take a look, and Vault doesn't really do a lot of superhero books, so I'm going to give it a shot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the covers. We got the regular cover, which is fine, and then we have the 1 in 15 incentive cover that's a homage to the, I think, Secret Wars #10 or 8 or something like that, the Doom one. Anyway, it looks pretty good. I wouldn't mind getting that one. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next one up on the list, and no big surprise, Shadow Doctor #4 by Aftershock Comics. This is my favorite book going on right now. In #4, the all-out war between different mobs is going on, so our doctor is kind of caught in the middle, and he's got to patch up pretty much anyone and everyone that Al Capone brings to him. And he's starting to regret kind of talking to Al Capone and getting involved because he has to do all this shady stuff. We're going to get to find out exactly what goes down. I'm really looking forward to it. Love this series. Love it, love it, love it. If you haven't got it yet, go get it. You're missing out on one of the best comics in quite some time. We got one cover for this because that's all you need. And the regular cover price is $3.99. Very last book up on the list is Yuki vs. Panda, #1 by Source Point Press. Yes, poor Yuki is off to college, and there's this killer panda that's been hunting her down for like the last 10 years because something happened 10 years ago. And finally the panda found out where she's going to be at college, and the panda is going to go and take care of Yuki. Anyway, apparently this is a romance book as well. So maybe there's a little something more going on between Yuki and the panda. I think that's actually called something specific. You guys tell me, I don't know. Anyway, it sounds interesting. I'm going to take a look. There's one cover for this, and that's all you need. And the regular cover price is $3.99. All right, everyone, so that's my top 10 picks for all the new comics coming to comic shops and online. for May 26, 2021. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you bought. Let me know what I forgot, because I want to know. There is a ton of great books coming out this week. Let me just run down some more that weren't on the list. We have Alien 3, we have Heroes Reborn number 4, we have Robin number 2, Strange Adventures number 10, Nuclear Family number 4, I Breed the Body number 5, Chariot number 3, and Department of Truth number 9, just to say the least. There's tons more. It's going to be an awesome week for comics. All right, everyone, that's all I got for you. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.